Very good morning and welcome to Iris Carbon FERC Data XBRL Data, the power play for precision in decision making. Our webinar will start shortly. We will wait for 60 seconds for everyone else to join in and then we can start. Okay, it's 11 a.m. A very good morning to all of you. And welcome to Iris Carbon webinar on FERC XBRL data, the power play for precision in decision making. We will now start with a few housekeeping announcements and then we will go ahead with our today's webinar. With me for this webinar, I have Varun and Chinmayi. We will shortly go ahead with the introduction. Before that, few housekeeping announcements. The participants are on mute and the videos are also disabled. Whatever question and answers you have, please do send your questions in the Q&A box. We will be taking the questions on the fly. So as we go ahead, we will be taking up the questions as soon as possible. At any point of time, would you have any questions? Please feel free. Do not wait until the end of the webinar. That is the most important thing I would like to say. So yes, please keep the questions coming. And yes, we will be shortly getting started with an introduction. I'm Anushri. For Iris Carbon, I head the customer success. And along with me, we have Varun, Bubna, and Chinmayi. So Varun and Chinmayi both lead the customer engagement for the US market for Iris Carbon. And yes, they go ahead and help our esteemed customers to file their data or to comply with the compliances seamlessly. So that is our today's speakers, Varun and Chinmayi. Welcome everyone. I'm Anushri. Let's get started. So with this starting, I would like to introduce who we are. So Iris, we are a RegTech company and we are into the RegTech space since almost like 20 years now, with 18 plus years of experience in the digital reporting. We function across 50 countries, yes, almost across the globe. And we have 30 plus XBRL regulatory implementations. And that is why we say that we are the XBRL or iXBRL evangelist with 6,000 plus clients across the globe. We are a listed company in the RegTech space in the stock market. With this deep market expertise in the XBRL and iXBRL data for compliance purposes, we come up with lots of accolades to our credits. To name a few, we have been awarded with the MSME Awards. MSME Tech Awards. And yes, the best FinTech for 2021. Apart from this, we also have certain other accolades, which I will be running you through in our next segment. So when we say Iris Carbon, we cater to various product suites, and to name, we have disclosure management, which helps you to go ahead and do authoring for financial and non-financial reports. So when we say reports, automatically we think about the annual reports. But apart from that, there are certain quarterly filings or there are certain quarter reports or 6 monthly internal reports which are needed to be prepared. Iris Carbon, along with its disclosure management module, helps you to author the reports seamlessly, along with the ease of integration and collaborative platform. Yes, that's the buzzword, digital ESG reporting. Nowadays, we go ahead with the digital conversion of your ESG report. So we have been doing pilots for a few listed companies using ISSB taxonomy, which was earlier the SASB taxonomy. If you want to go ahead and convert your ESG report into digital format, that is the IXBRL format, we are here for you. We cater to all type of taxonomies which are available currently. Being the evangelist in the XBRL and IXBRL space, we cater to various mandates. Of course, because we are available, or you can say we are present in 50 countries across the globe. We cater to US SEC, US FERC, and ESMA mandate, Europe. Apart from that, many other mandates. So when it's XBRL, IXBRL, it is Iris Carbon. Apart from that, today's main agenda is about data. So yes, Iris iConnect brings you seamless experience in analyzing the data. With the XBRL or amount of XBRL data which is being submitted with various mandates, we leverage the technology by creating certain reports or analytics with the iConnect tool. For the attend participants today of the webinar, we have brought a glimpse of Iris iConnect today to show you how the data can be leveraged. About accolades, yes, we have been awarded as ERP Plus Finance in a small business and mid-market segment with Appelé Award. And apart from that, just a moment. I'm so sorry. I can see a hand raised. Can we have a question in Q&A, please? I hope my screen is visible.
Yes,
Anushri.
Okay, okay. So let's go ahead with this. To our credits, we have accolades apart from Appelé. We are rated at 4.7 on Gartner and Peer, and apart from that, 4.9 on Capterra. Yes, these are the reviews which are given by our esteemed customers and happy customers, or you can say delighted customers on the review platforms. Our Mackay clientele includes big names like Marathon, Kindergarten. We also have, Kinder Morgan. We also have Black Hills, Washington Gas, and many other names of our credit. I'm so sorry. With this introduction, I turn my screen to Chinmayi to take you ahead with the learning curve of FERC XBRL mandate. Over to you, Chinmayi.
Thanks, Anushri. Yeah. So the FERC announced that the filings from Q3 of 2021 shall be submitted in XBRL format. This applies to all electric utilities, natural gas companies, and oil pipeline companies in the US. Can we move to the next slide, Anushri? Yeah, thank you. But before that, filings were done using Microsoft's Visual Fox Pro, a data collection system that Microsoft stopped supporting. This was a PDF-based reporting system, but in July 2019, FERC rolled out the announcement that filings to be done in XBRL format, which is a machine-readable format of reporting. With data now being submitted by the companies in uniform and structured format, FERC can validate, analyze, and process the data with ease. The external stakeholders of FERC data can also be rest assured that the reported data is of high quality. And that brings many enhancements to the process in which the taxonomy was created. So let me highlight some of its features. It's a form-based structure of reporting, so there is no need for any expertise or familiarity with XBRL. It's also a fixed taxonomy and does not allow formation of any extension elements. With that, let's move on to our next segment, which is FERC XBRL data and analysis. FERC eForms portal, which every FERC filer is well aware of, was introduced along with the mandate where you can access the submission history and extract XBRL as well as HTML reports of all the companies. An interesting move that FERC made here was introducing all the past filings in XBRL format and making it available to all. By leveraging advanced analytical techniques, companies can identify trends, forecast future results, and evaluate the effectiveness of financial strategies. So let's see how we can make use of the 12-year FERC data that's available on eForms portal in XBRL format. One of the key benefits of financial reporting analysis is ability to identify areas of improvement. For example, by analyzing financial data, energy companies can identify areas where they are overspending or underperforming. This information can be used to adjust and improve financial performance through initiatives to cut costs and increase revenue. It also helps companies make better decisions. By providing insights into financial performance, companies can make more informed decisions that are better aligned with their strategic goals. This can help them be more competitive in the marketplace and achieve long-term success. You can also set industry-specific ratios. These can be operation and maintenance, operating revenues, liquidity, or other several key financial ratios as well. You can also compare data for multiple companies that lie in the same segment. Here is where you can form a peer group analysis as well. And comparison can also be extended with industry averages, where you can compare the data of your own company against the industry averages for the data points you want. Moving ahead to the next slide. So energy companies need to ensure that the software they choose for FERC filings offer analytics. Analytics solutions need to be connected to XBRL data repositories from where they can extract large pools of financial information at a single click. Iris iConnect is an XBRL data analytics solution. So let's see how it can help you gain a competitive advantage in decision making using FERC data. It is a simple Microsoft Excel tool which makes it very easy to use in a secure environment. Varun will be showing you a sneak peek of our tool iConnect. Over to you, Varun.
Thank you, Chinmayi, for sharing the insights about FERC XBRL transition and the usage of XBRL data. I'll be sharing my screen. Let me know if that's visible. Is it visible?
Yes, we can see your screen, Varun.
Thanks for confirming. Let's take a real life example, guys. If you were to compare your company's Q3 operating revenues and your distribution expenses with the same metric for the last 5 years, how would you go about it? Typically, companies do this by downloading the PDFs or the HTML files of this data from the FERC collections portal, and then going through each of the pages. And then once this information is available, typically there is someone who manually keys this in a spreadsheet, and then they start off with the analysis. What if I told you with the XBRL transition, there is a much simpler and easier way to handle this data? I'll take three of the biggest electric utility companies in the US. Let's say Pacific Gas and Electric Company. I'll also take Florida Power and Light Company. And finally, Southern California Edison Company. So I'll choose two filing periods. So I've been tracking the three parameters which I'm going to show you for these companies for a while. So let's now see how these parameters are for the Q3 and the Q2. I'll simply click on this add button. So these parameters are transmission expenses, distribution expenses, and operating revenues. So with a simple click, you can see that the data for all these parameters or any of the pages can be brought up right in front of your screen. And with this, like finance and accounting professionals, we have preferred Excel a tool for years, so we can make use of all the Excel formulas. So let's say if I were to see my distribution expenses as a percentage of my operating revenues, I can simply do that here using this tool. All I need to do is key in my Excel formula, and I can also do this for transmission expenses. And I can see this as a percentage. So I have the percentages right in front of me. One very important thing to notice is that if you notice for Florida Power, the distribution expenses is roughly 2%. And for Pacific Gas, it has been 12% for the Q3 and 10% for the Q2. So you can see that for Florida Power, it has been constant, whereas for Pacific Gas, this has been increasing. Let's see how we can add more companies here. Let's see if I were to add Southern Edison.
So while Varun is searching the company, I would like to mention that the source of the data which we are getting is from the FERC e-collection portal. So the repository or the data which is filed is something which is fetched on the platform. It is the real-time data which you get to see at your disposal.
Yeah, let me just add this.
Yeah.
So I see the Q3 data load up here. I can simply just reload this. So now we have the data for all the three companies right in front of our screens. And let me just view this as a percentage of operating revenues. And I can simply drag and drop this. Yeah, so this is where it becomes interesting. Now if we see Southern California and Florida Power basically have the same operating revenue. There's roughly a difference, 391 and 381. And Southern California spends 3 times of what Florida Power spends on distribution expenses. And whereas Florida Power doesn't even spend 1% of their operating revenues on their transmission expenses, you'll notice that Southern California spends 2 or 3% every quarter on this. So this is how data analysis can become very easy. So in iConnect, we also have a team of experts who are aware about the very parametrics which people in your industry follow. So let me just delete all of this and let me show you how you can leverage predefined templates designed by our experts. So I'll use an oil pipeline example for now. Let's me choose ExxonMobil and Marathon for my example. I'll choose their latest file 6Q and I'll simply go to the template option. Here you'll see there are multiple templates for all the industries which are there in the energy sector. So let's say if I were to use the oil pipeline, I'll simply go and click on that. Within seconds, the whole data would be there right in front of my screen. I can see that one thing which I noticed very quickly is that the total assets for both Marathon and Exxon are very similar. And if it's strikingly noticing that the total liabilities for Exxon is quite high, whereas the total liabilities for Marathon is quite low. And with almost same amount of assets, Marathon is delivering a much higher number of oil barrels every year, and Exxon is on the low side. We can also notice that Marathon is in a better position when it comes to the working capital. And if the company were to pay off its debts in case of uncertainty, Marathon would be something which I would place my bets on, because having a higher working capital and a current ratio approximately 10 times of ExxonMobil, Marathon would be in a position to pay me back my money. So this is basically what you can leverage. This is all about the software. This is just a brief walkthrough. Let us know if you want to have a scheduled walkthrough for your disposal, and we can arrange for that. Anushri, you may go ahead and share your screen.
Thank you, Varun. And we have a question. Please, where is the source of the data being pulled? So the source of the data is the e-collection portal. As soon as you do the submission of your data, that is wherein you get the entire details pulled in on the IRIS iConnect platform. So with this, let me just start sharing my screen and we move to the next segment. But meanwhile, we have another question. Let us take this. How quickly does the FERC XBRL data gets available? As soon as the filing is done, it is available on the platform. So once it is submitted, the data becomes available with the iConnect.
And this is real-time data. So this is directly pulled through the APIs, and you don't need to actually download anything. That's the best part, because storage is something which is quite expensive these days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Wow, the questions are coming in. And how many years of data is available in the platform?
The platform has 13 years of data. So like you may be aware that FERC transitioned into XBRL, and post that all the data is submitted in XBRL. So you have that. Along with that, you also have 12 years of data. So FERC migrated 12 years of PDF submitted data into XBRL. So you have that in your disposal.
Okay, great. And I think
the data is full life. You don't need to download anything. And we have our dedicated APIs connected to e-collections portal. So it's something which is taken care of technically.
so the moment, so if you want to ask on the technical basis, yes, the data is pulled. It is no, we do not have the schedulers. The moment you click on the data, we get the data from the e-collection portal. So that is how the data is there on the platform. Okay, with that, thank you for your questions and interesting ones. Let me just start sharing my screen and yeah, over to you, Varun.
Yeah.
I think, yep.
So I hope with the walkthrough, it was very clear that XBRL data holds enormous power, and you can only unlock this power when you have a tool like iConnect. And with a tool like iConnect, you don't actually need to download anything. So this would help you streamline your data management, because you have the data right in front of you in your fingertips. So you would be saving significant amount of time and efforts when it comes to collating and going through this data. So this tool would optimize your time and operations. By going through the data and analyzing it, you can probably elevate and analyze your team's collaboration and productivity. And all of this is seamless, and our tool makes it effortless. And if you analyze the data correctly and take corrective actions, you will stay ahead of the competition, because in today's world, we say data is the new oil. So you can probably leverage that using a tool like iConnect. Over to you, Chinmayi.
Before going,
Thanks, Varun.
I'm so sorry, Chinmay. Before going ahead, we have received 2 more questions. So let us take the questions. Just give me a second.
Okay.
Yes. So does this platform only support the energy-based data on the XBRL?
Not actually, Anushri. So any mandate, let's say for SEC, FERC, and all the European filers which submit their data in the XBRL format. In fact, for the CIPC filers, all of these which submit their filings in the XBRL format, our tool would help them to analyze and maintain their data.
Okay, super. So to answer that, we have the mandate, all the mandate covered. So it is only the XBRL based data. It is not mandate specific data. So you want to pull the data. If it is XBRL, you can definitely go ahead with Iris iConnect. And one more question, Chinmayi, maybe you would like to take that. Is there an Iris Carbon platform or only an Excel extension for XBRL based analysis?
It's an Excel based tool. So all you need to do is install an add-in in your Excel, and yeah, you're good to go.
So to answer that, this starts with a subscription module. So definitely Iris Carbon, you do not have to go on Iris Carbon platform. Iris iConnect works on the Excel add-in. So once you are subscribed and once you have the credentials, you can simply download the plugin in your spreadsheet and get started with it. One question, is US listed company data available?
The answer to that is yes. Since all US listed companies submit their filings in the XBRL format to the SEC, so we can pull that data and help you analyze that. Anushree.
Thank you. Thank you for answering that. And yes, let us go ahead. I'm so super happy for answering these questions and we are getting questions. So thank you. Let's move to the next and most talk about segment with the EQR. So sorry. Yeah. Chinmayi, over to you.
Yeah. Okay. So FERC has recently released a proposal to adopt the electric quarterly reporting, which is the EQR based on XBRL CSV standard in October 2023. EQR is set to be phase 2 of FERC reporting and is the new buzz. These EQR reports contain information about the contractual terms and transaction information for cost-based sales, market-based sales, and transmission services. Around 3,000 companies need to file these reports to FERC, and this transition to XBRL CSV standard will definitely make information easier for sellers to submit and for data users to retrieve, while also decreasing the costs over time of preparing the necessary data for submission and complying with future changes to the filing requirements. FERC is yet to announce the effective date for EQR, but our team at Iris Carbon has already started research and been working on the enablement of the mandate. We will also be conducting a separate webinar specifically on EQR soon. And lastly, as the FERC continues to modernize and introduce newer regulatory requirements, you can always count on Iris Carbon as a reliable partner to guide and assist you through new developments in the world of American energy reporting. We are synonymous with high quality XBRL output. So when you choose us for your FERC filings, you choose a seamless way to comply with your reporting requirements. You will find us constantly evolving the customer experience through frequent software updates that allow us to be on top of quality. Thank you.
Thank you, Chinmayi, for bringing in those insights about EQR. Yes, there is a lot of discussion around EQR. This is going to be the phase 2. And let us see how we go ahead with. But yes, Iris Carbon have you covered, will definitely have you covered with the EQR. So today, for the questions, thank you very much. And yes, we have an exciting poll for every one of you who is present over here. So let me just start the poll questions. I request all of you, all the attendees, to please participate in the poll. And there will be like 3 questions to the poll. So I request everyone to go ahead and start with the poll. I'm just launching the poll questions. I hope you have received the polls on your screen. Is that the case? Fine. Just a second. Let me just see. Sorry. Just give me a second. I'll just figure it out. Just a second. I'm so sorry. This is taking like longer than estimated, but I'm just figuring out. I'll be just soon launching this poll.
While Anushri is launching the poll, if you may have any questions, you can drop them, be it regarding data analysis or anything.
Yes, we have the poll. Just give me a second. I'll just figure it out. Okay, I think I'm facing some issues with the poll. Let me come back to the poll questions later on, but yes, we have a few more questions. So let us go ahead with the questions, and to start with, question number 1 is, just a second. How quickly does FERC data gets available on the platform? Yes, we have answered this particular question. Yes, it appears on the platform, on iConnect platform, as soon as it is the document is submitted. So to answer this question, iConnect processes the data on real-time basis. So whenever the document is submitted, we go ahead and you can just fetch the data. So what if there has been any resubmission made for a particular quarter? So in case if there is a resubmission made for a particular quarter, which data will be available? So will it be the original one, or will it be the, the resubmitted data? Varun, Chinmayi, can you help me with this, please?
The latest data, which is the resubmitted data, would be the one which iConnect would show you, because that's the correct data. So we make sure that the latest data is being pulled through the FERC APIs.
Okay. With that, yes, I will be now launching the poll. There are 3 questions on the poll. You will be getting the polls at your end. The question number 1 says, does your organization require to report in XBRL to FERC? Yes, we are waiting for your answers, and we are getting your answers. Question number 2, are you required to gather or look for any industry-specific information for FERC forms? So there are different form types. So are you required to gather or look for any industry-specific information for FERC forms? And we have the third question as, are you required to comply with the EQR reporting requirements of the FERC? So we will wait for like 30 seconds for everyone to take their own time to read the questions and give their answers to the poll. I request every participant to kindly please go ahead and participate in the poll. And we have the poll results. So we can say that, we have interesting insights based upon the data which is there, wherein few of them say that, yes, the industry specific data is something which they look for. Do get connected with us and we will be helping you regarding this. I am ending the poll right now. The result stays with us, and let me just share my screen because we have an exciting offering for everyone who have attended today's webinar. Let me just share my screen. For all the attendees who have attended our webinar today, we have brought in an exciting offer. You can go ahead and opt for our 1 month free trial for Iris iConnect. So for that, you will have to mail us at info@iriscarbon.com. I'll repeat, info@iriscarbon.com. Drop in your queries, your suggestions, and also your requirements at info@iriscarbon.com, and we will be happy to take it ahead from our side. Before stopping to share my screen, but yes, we have certain questions again over here. Just a second. What are the listed energy company? We are the listed energy company. Do you also offer Iris Carbon for US SEC reporting? So the answer is yes, we do offer for US SEC reporting. That is also a mandate which we cater to. And we have been in US SEC space since a pretty long time, almost like from our initiation of IXBRL and XBRL. So it's almost like been ages for SEC. But yes, the answer is yes. Okay, any other questions? Do you have a solution like, oh, wow. So we have a question. Do you have a solution like Workiva where we can author reports and also handle XBRL and IXBRL? Yes, we do have our solution. Let me just share my screen and I'll take you to the product offering, which explains about the query. Thank you for your question. And yes, Iris Carbon Disclosure Management is the platform which will help you to author your report, and along with that, it has the XBRL, IXBRL, compatibilities built in. So while you do the authoring, you can similar at that point of time, once the authoring is done, you can go ahead and tag the data. To be very specific, yes, we do have an offering for your authoring plus tagging purposes on the IXBRL for the mandates covered. I hope yeah, I was speaking about this disclosure management. I think I forgot to share the screen, but yes, this is the disclosure management which caters to the authoring requirements along with the IXBRL tagging. And the platform is collaborative, so multiple people can work at a single point of time. No need of sharing the documents over an email. No need of sending reminders for the same. Your workflow, your user association, and your restrictions of the user rights, all of it is taken care on disclosure management platform. We have one more question. Let us. Oh yeah, I had forgot to share my screen, but yes. So yes, disclosure management platform, we do cater for all the kind of mandates regarding the tagging purposes and also for the authoring purposes. But as I mentioned earlier, it is not limited only to the financial reporting, but also for the non-financial reporting. Any more questions? We will wait for a minute's time. If you have any questions, please drop in the Q&A section, section, sorry. And let me just share my screen. I will share our credentials and the email ID for you to drop in your questions. If you don't have any right now, no problem, but you can get in touch with us at info@iriscarbon.com. And yes, we are very happy to share that, you can go ahead and leverage the iConnect compatibilities by registering yourself for the free trial. We will be very happy to go ahead and assist you for the iConnect purposes. Varun, Chinmayi, can you just check for the question? Because I can see there is one more question in the Q&A section.
Sure. Yeah, the question is, how do the audit trail work for financial and non-financial reporting?
Okay, so let me just go back to the I'll stay on the product suite side so that it will be better for you to ask the questions. The audit trail basically tells you about who has done what kind of changes. If it is for the financial, or you can say the numeric purposes, it shows you what type of value was changed and at what point of time, along with the name and the timestamp. These logs can be downloaded, or you can say it can be exported into a spreadsheet, and you can use as the audit working papers, or you can just use it as a a reference document. So definitely the audited trail, you can just get the entire gaze of who has changed what, not only for the Excel or spreadsheet numbers, but also for the Word document. In the Word document also, you get the because the document over here, the document management is done, wherein we divide, or we can split the document into logical sections. So if there are any changes in a particular section, you can also export the trail for a particular section, or you can draw the report for the entire document. We have one more question. Yeah. Yes,
What are the key USPs for your platform when
that-
it comes to FERC XBRL reporting?
Another question, key.
sorry, I can't hear you.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll read out the question again. What are the key USPs of your platform for XBRL for reporting? So the
yeah.
Sure. So first of all, it's very much easy to use software. All you need is a 2-hour training and then you're all set. Secondly, talking about USPs, number one would be a roll forward capability that we have. So just by a click, the platform handles all your previous year's filing data. So all you need to do is key in or upload the data for current year itself, which can be done with another USP feature, which is Excel upload. And we also have some inbuilt data checks. So you don't have to do any manual checking before you generate your XBRL or submitting the report to FERC. So yeah, these are all the key features that our customers like about our software.
There are edits which can also be done on the platform. That is one of the USP, because if you forget to edit anything, that can be done on the platform. And apart from that, we do have our support, which is available during your filing hours. And we do not, from the commercial purpose, yes, I can say that what is our USP, we do not charge you express fee. Whatever is there in the contract, that is it. We do not have any hidden costs. Yep. We have got one more question. Yeah, Varun, can you take it, please?
Yeah, we do have a lot of companies moving to us from competitive softwares, and recently a company called Black Hills moved from a competitive software, which was also very good. But they stated their experience with our software. They rated our engagement and interaction with them as phenomenal, and they've mentioned that whole saga there. So we'll share the case study with you guys, with all of the attendees, and you can have a look at that about their experience from their own mouth. So that would be more helpful for you.
So yes, we have been also referred by our existing customers to many new customers who were already struggling with their FERC filings. And yeah, so from one of the recent joiners to Iris Carbon family, we can say that yes, they were facing a lot of hardships from edit point of view, roll forward point of view, and support point of view. And yes, of course, when it's business, it is always about the finance which you have to think about. So from the economy point of view, the costs which we were offering were quite attractive for them. So yes, all and soul package was very much attractive for the current wins what we have. One more question. Yes.
Is the charges a subscription-based model or a contract-based model?
So yes, for either the way. So what happens is that especially when we go ahead with the mandate, it is always based on term. So whatever is the contractual term, the pricing, or you can say the the pricing is based upon that. So we do not have like subscription as per modules, but we can definitely look into it for iConnect purposes. For FERC or any other mandate purposes, it definitely goes ahead with the term and amount of filings, whatever you have. Any more questions? We are reaching almost to the end of the webinar on the time basis. If you have any questions, please do let us know. Should you have any questions which you are not able to think of right now, or if you have any queries, or if you would like to have demo regarding any of our products which are showcased over here currently on the screen, please do write us at info@iriscarbon.com, all in lowercase, info@iriscarbon.com. Any XBRL requirements from the mandate perspective, definitely we do cater, but the new case or the new area which you can also look into, because we cater to the CFO's desk, you can definitely look into the disclosure management platform which we have, which gives you significant decrease in the timing which is spent currently on the authoring of any sort of reports. So this is definitely a go-to solution, which also helps you with the mandate compliance of XBRL, IXBRL tagging purposes. We also have certain modules such as PPT, PowerPoint presentation, wherein your values from the spreadsheet can be transferred seamlessly into the PowerPoint. So I understand that every time it is not possible to go ahead and prepare a huge report, but at some point of time, the presentations to the board or to internal presentations, we need the PowerPoint, and we understand the struggles which are faced to copy paste the numbers from somewhere else, and that's why we have brought in the add-in for PowerPoint. You can seamlessly transfer your deck, or you can say you can seamlessly transfer your numbers and the text in the PowerPoint presentation with disclosure management, whether it is mandate specific or not. On the ESG side, yes, we do have the authoring capabilities. Apart from that, we also do cater for the digital ESG reporting for ESG purposes. And iConnect, yes, we for today's agenda, because that was the agenda for the day, we have showcased the capabilities of the tool. And apart from that, there are more things to explore. Do let us know your thoughts, and do let us know if you're interested, and we can schedule a detailed demo for the same. And do not forget to subscribe for our free offer of iConnect. It's a 1-month trial offer for the attendees who have participated today. With that, I think we are almost to the time. Thank you everyone for joining today, and thank you for the questions. I was super glad to take the questions, and have a great day ahead. Thank you so much.